2014, the draft, he was the strongest wide receiver out there. My gosh, he is going to translate to the NFL right away because of that strength, and he can push all those defensive backs all over the field.
Nickel formation for the defense here. Looking across the middle, finds his mark for a gain of about 5. As we set now the defensive starters out of South Carolina, former first-round pick Stephon Gilmore.
Every NFL team needs about 3 or 4 cover corners, and there's no doubt Gilmore is a very good cover corner.
And he's going to be dropped with a sack, and they're going to be punting after a short series.
Well, that time the quarterback is sacked on the 3rd down, and that's, of course, that's bad. But the good thing is he did not try to force the football down the field and get the turnover.
Cannon will be called on now to punt the football. Jenkins is going to make the tackle. Coming onto the field at quarterback for the Bills is E.J. Manuel, the quarterback who was taken in the first round a season ago out of Florida State. His rookie year was compromised by a knee injury, but he showed a number of times some big playability.
Well, when you look at E.J. Manuel, first-round pick of the Buffalo Bills, when he played last year, when he wasn't hurt, he played very well. But the big thing in the NFL now, especially for quarterbacks, you've got to stay on the field.
Williamson's tackle right at the 48.
Quarterbacks love throwing the football on first down. Usually it's the easiest defense to throw against. They do a nice job that time. They get some good yards, and it's almost a first down.
And that will close out the first quarter in Orchard Park, New York. We'll return in just a moment.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Verizon. Never be without football.
We're back here in this low-scoring affair. 2 minutes to go in the first half, and second down is coming up. The Buccaneers defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. We'll go nickel. And he's tackled, but not until he picked up the first down.
C.J. Spiller is so fast, you always have to be on high alert. Don't let him get outside. When he does, just like that one, that speed will get you. Nice job getting the first down.
First down here after the run. Spiller's lined up as the single back. Makes the reception.
Watkins is one of the best in the NFL when it comes to running routes towards the sideline. That time he gets out there and he puts that inside foot into the ground, breaks outside. The throw is on target. Good solid game, just short of that first down marker.
Williams, and that's a gain of 13. First down here after the completion. They're going back up top. Williams gains 17. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Offense lines up here. Manuel's dropping back to pass once again. Brings it into his body.
It's getting harder and harder in the NFL to score when you're this close to the goal line. So what will the offense do? They better be creative. That's all I know.
Goal line defense on the field. Manuel still has. He's in the end zone. Touchdown.
That was a sweet touchdown right there. Just a nice throw by the quarterback. He put it right on the money. The receiver makes the catch. Beautiful touchdown.
The Bills line up now for the point after. And it's a fake. So, put down a touchdown and a two-point conversion on that occasion.
Yeah, good job by the offense. They executed the play perfectly, and they got in the end zone, like you said, got that 2 points.
Bills ready to boot this one down the field. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The Buccaneers come onto the field now for this next series. The Buccaneers come to the line with an empty backfield. First down at the 22. He'll throw it over the middle. Jackson's there to catch the ball that had a lot of heat on it. The Buccaneers signal for the timeout. And that's the first one they've used. That's a timeout by the defense. They face first down. Empty backfield look for McCown here. He'll stand back beyond the center in the gun. And it's out of bounds, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, it brings up second down. He'll take the snap from the gun. They're going to get him here for a sack.
What a good scheme that time by the defense. They confuse the offense. They blitz. They don't know who to pick up. And how about the defender? They must love this. Coming in free and gets a good clean shot on the QB and gets a sack.
That does it for the first half. Buccaneers trail in this one.
All right, welcome to the Verizon Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back now at the first half. The Bills want to continue to give their fans something to cheer about in the second half. The Buccaneers know it's always hard to come in and get a win on the road, but they're not out of this one yet. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. Bills on 1st and 5. Manuel's got the completion here. They'll end up picking up 13 yards on the play. Field still on the field. Manuel's going to complete a pass into coverage, and the pass and catch will end up going for 16 yards. Fields now later on the drive. Spiller is able to get open here, and this play will go for 6. The lead now at 8. So that'll do it for us. We'll go back now to Orchard Park for the second half.
The Bills are ready to return the kickoff. Touchback now as the ball comes out to the 20. First down here. Spiller takes his spot in the backfield. And here we go, the first snap of the second half. Incompletion on that hurried throw. Defense has ruled today's game, Phil.
Yeah, the defense is dominating, and I'm going to be honest, it's fun to watch. Every once in a while, I like to see the offense take a beating to this. The NFL, it's all about the offense. It's nice to see the defense dominate.
2nd and 10. And at the 25, he'll be brought down.
That was a power running play that time by the offense. It picked up some good yards. Nothing like it. Show the defense you're willing to get in there and slug it out and get some tough running yards.
The Bills will take the snap from the 25. Almost intercepted.
Well, Jim, I threw a lot of passes like that in my career where it should have been intercepted and the guy dropped it. You just go, yes, I got a break. Now can you capitalize on that break?
The Bills will punt it. The Bills call timeout, and they'll have 2. That timeout might be very useful for the offense. They're now ready to go. Needing 5 to move the chains. The Bills will take the snap from the 25. Manuel's going to keep it. Reaches out and grabs it. Going to be a penalty here.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Defense. Automatic first down.
It's first down as they head to the line. After the long gain, let's see what they do here. Manuel still got it on the play action. Watkins has got it, and a first.
That's what you want to do. Get a first down while you're on top and keep that clock moving and just controlling the football game. Good job by the offense managing things so far here today.
The Bills will take the snap from the 30. Brought down at the 26.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
The Bills snap it at the 26. Launching it deep. Almost intercepted.
I know we've all heard this phrase before. That's why they're playing defense, because they can't catch. Hey, the coaches don't care about that. When you get an opportunity, they want you to make the catch.
After the incomplete pass, it's third down.
What up, Carl Jackson? Carol Jackson.
Offense lines up here. Incomplete, almost going in the other direction. The offense is going to stay on the field now for this 4th and 7. On this passing down, the defense comes out in the nickel. They'll call on the services of C.J. Spiller. In on the stop. No surprise. They immediately call the timeout. New set of downs now after picking up the first on the ground. Offense lines up here. Throwing now to his left. Has it. Touchdown.
You go to an NFL practice, they spend about 40% of their time practicing plays.
I'm on the Buffalo Bills.
They made it look so easy here. Nice throw by the quarterback on first and goal.
The Bills now will tack on the extra point. Watch out, it's a fake. Could have taken the 1-point gimme. They went for the 2, and they are turned away. Dan Carpenter readying his team for the kickoff. And now Page. And they're all over him. That's the 18-yard line. First down. Pressure on every snap now. Split backfield here. They'll go shotgun here.
Hard.
Vincent Jackson on the deep throw. Very nearly intercepted.
What do you mean?
Well, the defense has to be
You are.
impressed after
So
that play,
are you.
because when you get a chance to get off the field, get a turnover, and get the offense off the field, man, you got to take advantage of situations like that.
Second. Gets it out for the completion. And there's only 2 yards to be found right there.
There has been good pass protection for the quarterback all day long. He has not been sacked much, and he throws it there and gets another completion.
Martin is in the backfield.
Man.
The flag is out as the play continues.
Encroachment. Defense.
Big moment here. Third down coming up.
You mean you're playing with me? Or you're just voting that that team will win? Intercept.
Should all but wrap up this game. And he's brought to the ground.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
Hang on. That isn't. Advanced settings.
Maximum volume.
About a minute and a half remaining in this one, and they have a first down. The jumbo set on the field.
So you're playing. Do you even have this game?
Every quarterback in the NFL is going to have 1 or 2 passes a game that can be picked off. Most of the time they're dropped, and this time that was a bad drop by the defense.
The defense comes out in the nickel. 2nd and 10. And he hauls it in. Smith's tackled down after a gain of 10. The Buccaneers decide to take a timeout here, leaving them with only one. Following that timeout, defense back out on the field. They're back at the line after that catch for a first down.
Tell me what your favorite team is on this game. Or in football.
Play fake. Bills in for the score.
Well, that touchdown just put the icing
No.
on the cake, Jim. Whatever you want to say, because now the lead's too big.
I don't know who you are.
For the team to come back. Great job.
Oh, hang on. Yeah, sure, you're John Cena.
So they get the touchdown, but they go for 2 and fail to convert.
I'll be the first to say it. That was a terrible decision to go for the 2 points. I'll give the defense some credit, but mainly the blame goes to the offensive play call.
Why is your name Carol then?
They're setting up the return. And it's the same as a touchback as he's tackled right at the 20. The Buccaneers are ready to take over now, and their offense heads onto the field. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for
Why do I always do that?
time.
Encroachment, defense. Still first down.
First down coming up. Wide receivers stacked up on this play. They'll send it back to the quarterback out of the gun. Underneath and incomplete that time.
Quarterbacks love to see a receiver have this type of play. Even though he
If
doesn't
you're
make the
really
catch,
John
his
Cena,
effort is outstanding,
shouldn't you be
and he's
working
given
out?
everything he has to make that catch.
You should be working out, getting ready for your next. Oh wait, you don't fight at all anymore, right? I haven't seen you fight in a long time.
Was made. First down here after the completion. Looks to his left, finds Evans, and Evans is taken down at the 49. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Time continues to tick away as they'll rush back to the line. Coming up, second down.
Oh, and I'm Roman Reigns. How about that?
Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time. Out of the shotgun.
Oh, I caught him in midair.
There's going to be an injury timeout here. We'll take a quick break and be back in just a moment. We'll head back to the field now after the injury.
Send me a friend
timeout.
request,
Danielle
Carol
Bellini
Jackson
is getting us the
or
update
John
on
Cena.
exactly what happened down there. They're back
Is,
at the line after that catch for a first down. Evans lined up now as a slot receiver. Out of the shotgun formation. Looking to the right side and throwing. Finds Evans. And he's out of bounds.
That's a really good throw and catch, and they get the first down, Tim. That's what you want to do. Pick up that first down.
I know I'm not
Roman
Reigns.
3 more opportunities.
I was just being
Receivers are
sarcastic.
bunched up. From the gun. He's taken down.
This will be second down. Going to the hurry up. Under a minute to go here. He'll kill the clock with the spike.
Let's see what they do on this third down situation.
Martin lines up in the backfield. The Buccaneers all bunched up here as they get set at the line.
I know you're not John Cena.
Incomplete. That was McKelvin on the coverage.
Jim, when you get in these situations, there's not much you can do. Third long, not easy to pick up first downs in these type of situations.
They bring back out the offense to go for it. From the shotgun. Pass Jackson.
Oh, finally the first touchdown.
When you're behind in the football game, drive down and score. They did that. Now, the next time when they get back out there, they got to do it again. Show some patience and drive it down the field.
The Bills will get the football back here off the kickoff, but their lead has been reduced. Here in the fourth, the score's 20-7. Goodwin's going to test the coverage here. And that return ends
David.
quietly
That's my
short
real
of the
name.
20. Let's mark him at the 16. First down here. C.J. Spiller is in the backfield. Handoff.
All right, let's go.
That's a gain of 8. The Buccaneers call a timeout here. They have 0 timeouts remaining. Everybody's back out on the field now after that defensive timeout. After running it, it's second down. And this will probably wrap things up here. Play action. Out to Williams. Golson's there to make the tackle. Bill, before we go, how about a little chat about how much this win means?
Well, you know, Tim, let's look at it this way. It was just a nice win. It keeps your confidence up, and it just gives you a little energy to go out next week and try to accomplish it again.
What a memorable game this truly was. For Phil Simms, Danielle Bellini, and Larry Ridley, Jim
Alright, it's over, so I'm gonna start a new one. It's gonna be on either soccer, which is FIFA. Wait, which one do I? FIFA 15, yeah. So I'll do that one next, and I'll see you later. Bye, Carol Jackson. Yeah, we did it. But I gotta go. So, bye.